Welcome to Speak English Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Speak English Podcast. I'm David, and today I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Sarah. Together, we'll explore one of the most powerful ways to sound natural in English.
Thank you, David. I'm happy to be here. Let me ask you this. Have you ever listened to a native speaker and thought, I wish I could sound like that? If yes, then today's episode is made just for you?
Exactly. Because here's the secret. To sound fluent, you don't need fancy techniques. You need to train both your ears and your mouth together. That's where listening and repeating comes into play.
And don't worry, we'll keep it simple and fun. No heavy rules, no stress. Just natural conversation and tips you can actually use in your daily life to bring you closer to sounding like a native.
But before we dive in, let's make a quick deal. If you want to speak with confidence and learn faster, hit the like button now and subscribe to our channel. That way, you'll never miss an episode with us.
Yes, your support means everything. It helps us keep creating content for you. So go ahead, subscribe, relax, and let's jump into today's topic. Listening and repeating English to sound more natural.
The main idea behind listening and repeating is simple but powerful. You listen carefully to English words and phrases, then repeat them out loud, copying the rhythm, the tone, and the flow. It's like training your mouth and your ears to work together in perfect harmony.
Imagine you hear your favorite song and start singing along. Over time, you don't just know the lyrics, you feel the melody. The same happens with English. When you listen and repeat, you are not just memorizing. You are absorbing how the language truly feels.
Many learners make the mistake of only reading or only listening. Listening and repeating combines both skills at the same time. Your ears catch the sound, your mouth repeats it, and slowly, your brain learns the natural rhythm of English without too much effort or stress.
What makes this so effective is that you're copying how English is spoken in real life. It's not about getting every sound perfect at the start, but about building a natural flow. Every time you repeat, your confidence grows stronger, and your speech becomes more fluent.
Think of it like exercise. If you only watch other people run, your body doesn't get stronger. If you only imagine running, you don't get faster. You need to move your muscles. That's what repeating does. It trains the muscles of your mouth to keep up naturally with English.
Another great thing about this method is you can do it anywhere. You don't need a classroom or a teacher. You just need a short clip or phrase in English. Listen closely, repeat it, and practice again. Step by step, your voice starts reflecting how English is naturally spoken.
Listening and repeating also sharpens your focus. Because when you copy, you're paying attention not just to words, but to melody, pauses, and speed. You start noticing details you normally skip. This deeper awareness makes your English sound less robotic and more authentic.
Over time, you'll find your brain remembers common phrases without you trying too hard. That's because repeating creates little memory shortcuts. So when you need those words in a conversation, they roll off your tongue naturally, instead of staying locked in your mind.
This method works for phrases of any length, but the best results come from short sentences. A few seconds are enough to practice. Just like music, the chorus sticks because it's repeated. When you hear and repeat English often, the words become part of your natural rhythm.
What matters most is consistency. Even 5 or 10 minutes a day of listening and repeating gives results. The magic comes from daily practice. It's less about the time and more about staying regular. Small steps every day build a long-term natural fluency in your English.
Let's try a simple demonstration together so you can experience the method in action. Imagine I say a sentence in English out loud. Your job is to listen carefully, repeat it as many times as you need, and notice how your voice begins to follow the rhythm naturally.
For example, I might say a useful phrase like, I enjoy practicing English every day. First you hear it, then you repeat it. When you do this, notice not only the words but the melody. Your voice should ride the same wave of sound the speaker is creating.
Now picture yourself walking outside. You put on your earphones and play a short podcast. Suddenly, you hear a sentence that feels interesting. You pause, repeat it out loud 2 or 3 times, and continue walking. Little by little, your practice grows into a habit.
Another practical way to try this is by using short parts of videos or audio you like. Focus on one line at a time. Listen closely, then repeat it out loud several times. By doing this, you're programming your mouth to reproduce English sounds with confidence and ease.
It may feel strange at first, almost like you're copying without fully understanding everything. That's completely fine. Copying is how we learn to sound natural. Just trust the process and keep repeating. Over time, your brain will catch meaning as your flow improves.
Sometimes you'll notice certain phrases get stuck in your head because you've repeated them enough. That's a good sign. It means they're becoming a natural part of your memory. So, the next time someone says it, your response is automatic, and the conversation feels lighter.
A useful trick is recording yourself. Listen to a phrase, repeat it, then record your version. Play it back and compare. You'll notice small differences in tone or speed. This simple feedback loop helps you get closer to the natural sound each time you practice.
You don't need to repeat long speeches. Short, clear lines work best. Think of it as taking small bites instead of a big meal. Each bite makes you stronger. Over time, short daily repetition adds up, and you'll notice a real difference in the way you speak and listen.
An important part of the demonstration is noticing comfort. Repetition should not feel forced. It's about enjoying the sound and the rhythm. If something feels too fast, slow it down, practice gently, then build up speed once your mouth gets used to moving with the flow.
The most exciting part is how quickly progress arrives. After a few days of active repeating, you'll recognize patterns you didn't notice before. Suddenly, real conversations sound clearer, and you feel ready to jump in with sentences you've practiced many times.
One of the biggest benefits of listening and repeating is how naturally your pronunciation improves. Instead of forcing individual sounds, you copy entire patterns, and your mouth learns the natural way English is spoken without stress or long explanations.
Another benefit is focus. When you repeat what you hear, your attention goes beyond words. You start noticing rhythm, pauses, and even emotion in the voice. These small details make your English sound alive instead of stiff or robotic.
Listening and repeating also strengthens memory. Every time you repeat, it goes deeper into your brain. Later, when you're speaking in real life, those words come back automatically, without translating, saving you time and helping you speak faster.
This method also helps your confidence grow. The more you repeat, the more comfortable you feel using English. Even if it's just a few phrases, having them at the tip of your tongue makes real conversations less scary and much more exciting to join.
Another good point is flexibility. You can practice with anything you enjoy, podcasts, movies, music, or conversations. The benefit is that you learn the sounds directly from real-life sources, which makes your English more natural and closer to everyday usage.
It's also a stress-free way of learning. You're not stuck with books or long lessons. Instead, you enjoy speaking as you practice listening. This balance brings joy into the process, and motivation grows naturally, making your practice lighter and more fun.
Listening and repeating also trains your brain to notice familiar structures. Later, when you hear someone speak, you'll recognize those patterns instantly. This recognition gives you confidence to join the conversation without hesitation or doubt.
Another important benefit is that your fluency improves without you even noticing. The rhythm you copy makes your speech flow smoother and faster. Over time, people will notice you sound more natural, and that positive feedback will push you forward.
People sometimes forget that speaking is physical. Repeating creates muscle memory in your mouth. Just like training in sports, your tongue and lips get used to moving with speed. This means you won't need extra effort. Your body already knows what to do.
Finally, this method keeps things simple. You don't need complicated techniques or equipment. You just need your ears, your voice, and a little time each day. With these benefits, listening and repeating becomes your direct road to natural fluency in English.
The first step to practice listening and repeating is choosing a short audio you enjoy. It could be a podcast line, a short clip, or even a sentence you liked from a video. Keep it small, because shorter phrases are easier to repeat and much easier to remember effectively.
Step 2 is listening carefully before you try to repeat. Play the sentence 2 or 3 times without opening your mouth. Focus on the rhythm, the emotion, and the sound of the words. This is where your brain prepares itself to copy the natural melody of English.
Step 3 is repeating out loud. Don't worry if you are not perfect on the first try. Say it slowly if you need, then again with more speed. The goal here is not perfection in one moment, but building comfort and confidence as your voice learns to match the rhythm.
Step 4 is to compare how you sound with the original. A simple way is recording your voice. Play the original, then play yours. Notice if the rhythm or tone feels different. You don't need it to be identical, but this reflection helps you grow quicker and sound more natural.
Step 5 is about consistency. Repeat the same phrase several times across the day. When you repeat often, the phrase moves from your short memory into long-term memory. That's how you make English words automatic, almost like they live inside your natural speech.
Another important step is adding feeling when you repeat. Don't say the words flat like a robot. Bring the same energy the speaker has. Matching tone and emotion is what makes your English full of life instead of mechanical, and that is what makes people enjoy listening to you.
Step 6 is to keep your practice short but frequent. 10 minutes every day is far better than one long session once a week. Short practice keeps your brain fresh and active. Consistency is the real secret to making listening and repeating part of who you are.
Step 7 is to use daily life moments. If you hear a phrase you like during the day, repeat it when you're cooking, walking, or commuting. This integration makes English part of your routine. Real progress happens when practice leaves the desk and enters your life.
Step 8 is to challenge yourself with different voices. Don't always copy the same speaker. Try different audio sources. This variety helps you adapt to new situations and trains your ear to understand natural speech from many people, not only one familiar style.
And step 9, the most important one, is enjoying the process. If it feels heavy, you'll quit. Find sentences you love, repeat them with joy, and let listening and repeating become your secret power. With time, you'll notice fluency grows almost without effort.
One common mistake is trying to repeat too fast without first listening carefully. People rush to copy the words, but they miss the rhythm and tone. Slow down, listen deeply, then repeat. Speed will come naturally later when your mouth is comfortable with the flow.
Another mistake is practicing with long speeches. Learners start with entire paragraphs, get frustrated, and give up. The best way is to start small, with one sentence or even half a sentence. Success with tiny steps is better than failure with big jumps.
Some people think repeating silently in their head is enough. But this doesn't train your mouth. English is physical. It's about movement as much as sound. You need to open your mouth, use your lips and tongue, and say it out loud, or you won't feel real progress.
A very common mistake is to be too shy. Many learners avoid speaking because they don't want to sound silly. But practice always feels imperfect at first. Remember, no one else is judging you. The only way to avoid sounding strange later is to practice bravely now.
Another mistake is repeating without attention. Some learners say the words but don't really listen to how they sound. They go through the motions but without focus. Repeating without listening is like running with your eyes closed. You move, but in the wrong direction.
Over-practicing in one single sitting is another trap. Repeating the same line 50 times in 1 hour makes you tired and bored. It's far better to repeat it 5 times now, 5 later, and again later in the day. Small daily sessions keep energy and interest alive.
Some learners expect results overnight. They practice 1 week, and because they don't sound perfect, they feel discouraged. Fluency is like fitness. A little practice daily changes everything with time. Avoid this mistake by trusting the process and being patient.
Another big mistake is ignoring emotion. If you repeat flatly, your English will sound flat. English uses tone to express meaning. Copy the energy of the voice you hear. Smiling while speaking is a simple trick that instantly makes your English more natural and warmer.
Some people avoid repeating because they don't completely understand the meaning yet. But understanding is not required first. Copying the sounds helps your brain to connect the dots later. Don't let lack of full understanding stop your practice. Repetition comes first.
The last mistake is comparing yourself too much to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. If you keep focusing on how fast someone else is improving, you lose energy. Focus on your own daily practice. Consistency beats comparison every single time.
Here's your challenge for today. I want you to choose a very short English clip, about 10 to 20 seconds long. It could be from a podcast, a show, or any audio you enjoy. Make it fun and personal, because liking the material makes practice easier and more powerful.
Once you select the clip, step 1 is to listen 3 times without saying anything. Just focus closely on the sound, the rhythm, and the style. Imagine you are letting the voice sink into your memory, like a song you're getting ready to sing along to later.
Now go to step 2. Repeat each line out loud. Don't rush. Stop the audio after a few words, repeat them, and then continue. This small step is where progress happens. The more you physically use your voice, the more natural English flows through your speaking.
Step 3 is to play the clip again without stopping and repeat in real time, almost like shadowing. This will feel challenging, but don't worry about mistakes. The goal is not perfection, but developing the courage and rhythm to move with the voice you hear.
Step 4 is to record yourself while repeating the clip. When you listen to your own recording, compare it quickly with the original. Notice the differences in tone or speed. This gives you useful feedback that helps you adjust and grow without needing anyone else.
Step 5 is to practice with that same clip at least 3 times today. Short clips stick in your memory more easily. By revisiting the same piece during the day, you'll notice each attempt feels smoother, and the phrases begin to feel like they belong to you.
Step 6. Once you feel confident with the clip, try repeating it later without listening. Just recall the phrases and speak them out loud. This will show you how much your memory is holding. If you forget a part, don't worry. Listen again and repeat until it feels solid.
Step 7 is about making this a habit. Do this challenge every day with a different short clip. In 1 week, you'll have practiced dozens of phrases. These small wins will build a strong base and give you the courage to speak English in real conversations.
Step 8 is pushing beyond comfort. Once the method feels easy with short clips, try slightly longer ones. Challenge yourself to stay in rhythm with a minute long audio. It may feel harder, but it expands your listening and repeating power step by step.
And here's your mission. Commit to 1 week of daily listening and repeating challenges. Keep them short, enjoyable, and consistent. By the end of 7 days, you'll notice you sound more natural, more confident, and ready to bring English into real interactions.
Today, we shared how listening and repeating helps you sound natural in English. It trains your ears and your voice together, making your speech flow smoothly. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about small daily steps that build your confidence over time.
We also saw practical ways to practice, from short clips to recording your voice. Simple exercises like these give fast and real results. The more consistent you are, the more progress you'll see. And soon, English becomes a natural part of your daily routine.
We talked about benefits like stronger memory, smoother rhythm, and greater confidence. Every repetition makes the phrases stay in your mind longer. And when you finally use them in conversation, they flow out of your mouth naturally, without long pauses or stress.
We also showed how to avoid common mistakes, like going too fast, staying silent, or being too shy. The important lesson is this: enjoy the process, repeat out loud, keep it simple, and accept progress step by step. With patience, fluency will come naturally.
If you reached this point of the episode, it's because you truly want to improve your fluency in English. That dedication is powerful. So, don't stop here. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and continue learning with us every week on Speak English Podcast.
We'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Sharing your experience helps build a community of learners who support each other. So let us know, what part of today's episode was most useful for you personally? Your answers will guide us to create even better content.
And here's a fun way to join the conversation. Our keyword today is natural. If this content helped you, write the word natural in the comments. That way, we'll know you listened until the end, and that you are committed to making your English smoother and stronger.
Thank you for being with us today. Remember, every small practice matters and consistency is the real secret. Keep listening, keep repeating, and soon English will feel like second nature. We're proud of your effort, and we can't wait to see you in the next episode.